Hey, today's New Comic Book Day, and even though it was raining, we were dealing with the leftovers of Hurricane Beryl here in the Midwest. I went to my LCS, Buy Me Toys in beautiful Mishawaka, Indiana, cleaned up my pull box. Let me show you what I got. So as always, right down below, if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the buttons down below. Hit the bell so you get a notification anytime I post new content. This was a pretty light week for me, so let's kind of get to it. Starting out, and I've organized these, I decided I was going to organize them by the big two and then all my indie books. So starting out with Marvel, this is Annihilation 2099. This is the first appearance of Star-Lord 2099 and some other character. I don't recall which one it was. I'm going to be honest with you. I am only pulling this because in issue number 3, Silver Surfer pulls up. And I think Silver Surfer is one of those characters that really shines, no pun intended, in a miniseries or a maxi series versus an ongoing. Cameos are okay. Now, a caveat here. What really got me into Silver Surfer was Dan Slott's ongoing with Alred's on the art, both Mike and Laura. So I know it's kind of a contradiction, but since that point, I've come to realize that the character itself really does better with really focused stories, a la a miniseries or maxi series. So Annihilation 2099 is on my pull list for that. This is the B cover, the Ken Lashley framed cover. I'm getting all of those because I thought it was pretty cool. Speaking of Silver Surfer, we have giant size Silver Surfer. This is the variant edition. I don't recall who did the cover. So based on the other giant size books we've seen so far, there's going to be an original Silver Surfer story in this and then a reprint of something that may have come out decades ago. I did go with the variant cover. Originally, I think I had the A cover on my pull list, but I swapped it out on my LCS. I just thought this was a lot cleaner rendition of the Surfer. Next up, we have issue number 1 of Ahsoka. This is the A cover. I went with this because this is going to be the first cover appearance of this guy right here, who has shown up in both Clone Wars and then the Ahsoka series. If this follows the other titled series like Mandalorian, Obi-Wan, it's going to be kind of a frame-by-frame or a synopsis, if you will, of the series in a comic book. So why am I pulling this? Well, honestly, it's for Balin's Skull right here. What I've noticed in some of these comics is that they're going to be characters that haven't shown up anywhere else. For example, in the Obi-Wan series, there was one of the Inquisitors in there, and so that was enough for me to pull it. This right here is enough for me to pull it because of Balin's Skull. I thought he was an awesome character in the series. Loved Ahsoka. But also what we're going to see a little later on in the series is we're going to get more of the bad guy that I think we all see coming down the road. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen Ahsoka. Anyway, so Ahsoka number 1. This book right here, I honestly didn't have my pull list. I wasn't planning on dipping my toe in the summer event schedule that both Marvel and DC typically have. But my LCS put a short video Mark Waid did for him on Instagram, and that was enough to hook me. And I kind of also did a little reflecting on that. We'll get to this. So this is Absolute Powers number 1. I've heard amazing things. I know it came out last week, the week before. Don't actually know. The creative team sold me on this. Mark Waid thoroughly enjoyed on Shazam, and Dan Mora on art is going to be on point. And then just icing on the cake, with the Shazam series, I got all the Samney covers when he was doing it. We got Chris Samney on this variant cover. Unfortunately, he's not going to be doing any of the other variants for this 4-issue series, and I'm probably not going to go for any of the tie-ins that aren't something I'm pulling already. I'm already pulling Batman, so I'll get that tie-in. I'm pulling Wonder Woman. I think there's a tie-in there. I'm not sure about any other books that I have on my pull list that are DC centric, part of the DC catalog. That's going to kind of pull into this. Some of the little minis that are coming out, like I saw there was a Task Force 7 or something like that. I have no interest in that. But I've heard good things about this. And Mark Waid did an amazing job on Shazam. Some of his other work with like Kingdom Come has been amazing. So I'm looking forward to reading this. Next up, we have Batman and Robin. This is issue number 11. Josh Williamson has been doing a really cool run. Normally it has Simon DeMeo on art, which is killer. This is not Simon DeMeo. This is someone else I'm not recognizing. Though I think he did this variant cover. So let me show you the variant right here. Originally I had the A cover, which was a DeMeo cover, but I just loved the T-Rex and Batman and Robin. The art style was pretty cool. So this has been a fun book, and it's good to see a dynamic duo back together. As I mentioned in other videos, this guy right here is my Robin, Damian Wayne. I just like his attitude and how he has developed as a character since I jumped into comics as an adult at the beginning of the New 52. Another DC book. This is Sinister Sons number 5, I think of a 6-issue mini. This is Tomasi doing the writing on this. This is the variant cover. I got into this, I've mentioned in other videos, because Tomasi and Gleason's Super Son series was a lot of fun. And I was hoping something similar with this, with both Sin Sun and the Son of Zod. I'm forgetting the character right here. Sorry for the glare. There we go. That guy right there. I'm kind of behind on reading because of some work events. I haven't read deeply. I have a backlog of more than a month now, so I don't remember a lot of the story, but it's fun. I'm not sure if there's going to be any legs, though, unlike the Super Sons, in the relationship between the two characters in this book. We'll see what happens. Going to indies now, I have Dawn Runner. This is issue number 4. I'm pulling this for 3 reasons. One, Ram V is on writing. Loved what he did in DC. Loved his Swamp Thing. Loved what he did with Justice League Dark. And that was enough for me to pay more attention to the books he's writing. And the other 2 pieces in this is we got Ram V, we got giant mechs fighting kaiju. And that's why I like Godzilla movies. Okay, so we got this. I've not started reading this. I originally had put it on order, but because it was after FOC, I missed issue number 1. I've been pulling every other issue. I had issue 2, 3. They've been building up, and my LCS, Buy Me Toys, was able to order a variant copy of issue number 1. So I'm looking forward to getting caught up on that probably later in the week. This has been a fun one. This is Red Sonja, Empire of the Damned, issue number 4. This is the Josh Middleton cover right here. I'm pulling all the A covers on this. I know that Dynamite has variants from here to eternity on every single book. Probably a waste of paper in my opinion. But it does allow me as a reader, me as a collector, to select books that stand out in some reason. Josh Middleton killed it on his Batgirl covers. I think that was volume 4. He did some amazing art on the Aquaman covers. We haven't had an Aquaman series in some time. This is right at the beginning of Rebirth. And so he's doing cover A. Now, he's not doing the arts on the inside. What's been fun about this, and I'll probably do a review video later, is like a lot of Red Sonja titles, when you see this right here, like you'll have Red Sonja and then some subtitle right here. This is telling you this is going to be a mini series, usually about 6 issues long. So we got a couple issues left, though. I think Immortal Red Sonja was longer. Typically, though, it's 6 issues long. So if you're looking for a Red Sonja title, just to kind of jump into, see if you like it, look for any of these right here with a subtitle right here. This is going to be some short one-arc story, usually. And in this case, it deals with zombies. So it's been a lot of fun. I don't see the tie-in with the current volume of Red Sonja. I've mentioned that before. I think continuity, I don't know, it's kind of an issue, maybe it kind of isn't, which kind of stands out when we get to my next book in a moment. Okay, so Red Sonja, Empire of the Damned, issue number 4. And then last, and I'm behind on this, this is another mini-series. There's only going to be 6 issues. This is from Titan Comics. This is Savage Sword of Conan. I chose the black cover. Kind of zoom in right there. It kind of has a Mignola enunciations in it. Mike Mignola kind of, I don't know, vibe to it. And so I went with this variant cover. This has been kind of an anthology series where you're going to get a Conan or several Conan related media. In the last issue I read, this was issue number 1, they had a Conan story, they had a poem, they had a short story in there, and then they had a different Robert Howard character in it. I'm drawing a blank on who it was, and it was pretty cool, you know, kind of an anthology of different stories. So I'm expecting something similar here, but there's 2 things that really attract me to Savage Sword. One, it kind of the homage, using the newspaper print on it, like the old issues, that grittier paper. That's kind of cool. It is supposed to tie into the event that's coming up this fall. Jim Zub talked about it, I think, on Instagram, where, what is it? It's Battle of the Black Stone, which goes back to the first couple arcs in the ongoing Conan book. So looking forward to that. There's supposed to be some tie-in in here. And the nice thing about it is I'm already pulling it. As I mentioned with Marvel and with DC's Absolute Power, I'm not going to pull a bunch of tie-in books that don't mean anything to me. But since I already have this on my pull list, it's nice to be able to enrich the story in that way. So there you have it. There are my pulls for this week. I hope everybody's staying safe, especially if you've been experiencing Hurricane Beryl. Please do support your LCS. Empty out your pull boxes. Buy some really cool comic books from them. And if you like this video, please do hit the button down below. Both like and subscribe. That way you'll get the notifications on further videos. And don't forget to read more comics.